The US and Turkish defence ministers are meeting today to discuss the security of Kabul's airport. Turkish troops are expected to keep guard over the important air link in the wake of the US-led coalition's withdrawal from Afghanistan. Most US forces have already left, and coalition partners such as Germany and the UK have also pulled out their units. The Taliban, meanwhile, are making sweeping gains in many parts of the country. Afghan troops have been fleeing from the militants, but authorities vow they'll retake all lost territory.
Thousands of Peruvians took to the streets on Tuesday to protest uncertainty over the presidential election, which took place a month ago. Leftist Pedro Castillo seemingly won the presidency by some 44,000 votes, but his opponent, conservative Keiko Fujimori, has challenged his victory. Some demonstrators camped out in front of the National Election Commission's office, while others, like Santos Saavedra, marched to Congress, demanding that Castillo's win be upheld. Keiko, the daughter of former jailed President Alberto Fujimori, has challenged Castillo's win, claiming election fraud with little evidence. Across town, Fujimori supporters rallied behind her claims.
This morning, an urgent manhunt for a suspect believed to have murdered 3 people, including killing a golf pro at this country club outside Atlanta Saturday. Police say they were dispatched to the Pine Tree Country Club just before 2:30 p.m. following reports of a shooting. Investigators finding that truck trapped on the green of the 10th hole, and golf pro Eugene Siller dead from an apparent gunshot wound to the head. The suspect fled the scene and remains at large. Police also discovering 2 other victims in the bed of the pickup truck. The truck's registered owner, Paul Pearson, and another unidentified male, both with gunshot wounds. The country club president telling ABC News Siller, who was a Pine Tree employee for almost 2 years, was out working on the course the day of the shooting, and that the car's owner had no connection to the country club.
According to a preliminary study released by Israel's health ministry on Monday, the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine is less effective in halting the spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant compared to other strains of COVID-19. The study collected data over the past month showing the vaccine is only 64% effective at preventing infection among those who've been fully vaccinated. This is compared to the estimated efficacy of 94% against previous strains. However, the study showed the vaccine is still 93% effective against serious illness and hospitalization. According to Professor Nadav Davidovich, who sits on the Israeli government's expert advisory committee, the Delta variant is a lot more infectious, but when fully vaccinated, it does not lead to as much serious illness or death.
The news, a controversial anti-LGBTQ law is set to take effect in Hungary from today. Activists say the text conflates LGBT issues with pedophilia and curbs the rights of sexual minorities. The law has even been criticized by the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and she's calling on Hungary to rectify the law or face consequences.
All we're Originally, the government bill was only about reinforcing sanctions against pedophilia and protecting minors from pornographic content, which seemed sensible and acceptable to everyone. But then a few days before the vote, another amendment was added. It said content representing and promoting homosexuality and gender change should not be accessible to minors. According to the government, parents have an exclusive right to inform their children about LGBT issues and gender change, and those topics should not be discussed in schools.
Tonight, new video showing the harrowing aftermath of that amusement park tragedy that claimed the life of 11-year-old Michael Jaramillo and left his older brother David in critical condition.
Oh, they flipped!
The video apparently taken by riders coming upon the overturned raft.
Are they okay?
The Jaramillo family visiting Adventureland Park in Iowa Saturday. Minutes into the ride on the raging river, something went horribly wrong. Their raft flipping.
My oldest son was upside down, face down. The boat was on top of him. My little guy was still in his seatbelt.
Michael did not survive. His older brother now in a medically induced coma. The ride was inspected the day before the incident. An attorney for Adventureland Park telling ABC News the park is 100% committed to safety and a safe experience for guests.